out, and they're going to be fanatical. So they're going to talk about how great this defense was. But this defensive group, you know, they had some holes. And Andy Reid, after a bye, is very good. And obviously, saw something on film. Those 2 touchdowns, I mean, really showed you that Kadarius Toney won, and then the one Sky Moore. They started in motion, and then they just went right back, and the guy's standing wide open. Obviously, they saw something on the film there. So, you know, Jonathan Gannon, he's got to do a better job.
They ran the same play twice. If you play zone, that play never happens. You play man, they're going to score twice. And they did. They just did it on opposite sides. So, but that's execution. That's understanding the moment. That's Andy Reid basically handing Gannon and Sirianni their lunch in the second half. The second half, Kansas City Chiefs had 4 drives. Touchdown, 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 field goal. 0 penalties, 0 turnovers, 0 sacks. They put up 24 points. Mahomes was 13 and 14 in the second half. They had no answer for Patrick Mahomes. So this much, ballyhoo defense, where we're comparing it to the no-name defense or the Purple People Eaters or the 85 Bears or the 2000 Ravens, where were they? I mean, where were they? That's what I'm saying. There's something to be said where, and I got killed for it early on. Well, you really haven't beaten anyone. But then I would say, and hedge, you can't control who's on your schedule. Okay, and we thought going in, the defensive line was going to wreck the game for the Kansas City Chiefs. If the Philadelphia Eagles were able to get to Mahomes, who's compromised, and not have him do what he does best, and that's run around and scramble, they should be able to win this game. And see, and the thing is, too, they had total control of this game. They honestly, they really did. Even, you want to go back and say the 3rd and 1, the play calling, and then you shotgun Hurts, and then you have the fumble, and that's a 14-14 game. They got the ball right back, and they went down the field and scored. They went into the locker room 24-14, and Olsen brought up a great point. Now you've got, instead of 15 minutes, close to a half an hour to work on the ankle for Mahomes, and also the game plan, the adjustments. And those adjustments, as you alluded to and illustrated, Lloyd, were those 2 touchdown plays. How many catches did Toney have? 1. How many catches did Moore have? 1. They both went for touchdowns. So again, to go back to it, players have to execute, right? And they weren't able to do that. This pass rush, where was it? The guys, the big name guys that you're paying, the guys that you're counting on. I'm looking right. Fletcher Cox, 1 tackle. Hassan Reddick, 1 tackle. Sweat, 1 tackle. Sue, I don't even think he showed up. Davis, he didn't register a tackle. So all the nonsense that we were building this defensive up, maybe it was just the lack of opponent. And now you're playing a different animal who flexed their Super Bowl pedigree, who's been there before with a Hall of Fame head coach who you knew going into the locker room was going to make adjustments.
Yeah, and you know, it's